Duggan again. This is video 2. I have made these videos, I'm producing these videos so that you may find your voice in the American healthcare system. And I've also written a website, web-dds.org, that helps you find your voice within the dental part of the American healthcare system, but it's all going to be lumped together in these videos. So this is video number 2. In video number 1, we basically answered the questions, well, why do we care and why it's important? Hopefully you watched video number 1. Video number 2 is about, well, basically what is the American healthcare system? So we're going to be considering right now the basic structure, which is basically the segments of the system as I've been defining it, and how each of those 4 segments of the American healthcare system is comprising numerous entities, and those entities are run by people. And the basic lessons of the healthcare system, which is change is needed and you can do it. So we're going to be elaborating on that for the next 18 videos, something like that. But the next video is going to start us on some very specific things. I'll give you an idea as to what the next videos coming up are going to be including. But for right now, let's just consider what affects our ability to get health care. There are many things. As we take a look at the complexity and the overwhelming hugeness of the superstructure of the healthcare system, we realize that there's many different entities, many different people, and many different positions that can very greatly impact your ability to get health care. But my contention is that if you are better informed about the system and the people that are involved, you can be one of those people that affects your ability to get health care. That's my goal. That's my intention with all of these videos, for you to come to that realization and you to get involved with it and to do something about it. Again, as I said, when I started this, I was recording some videos regarding the dental area, and I came to realize a little bit more than I have had this growing suspicion, maybe that's too mild a word, fear, paralyzing torment, that the dental community was not performing up to the standards that should be expected by the patients. And so I thought, okay, what's the best way to inform patients about dentistry so that they can actually speak up for themselves and ask the important questions and maybe impact the dentistry they get and maybe impact the dentistry everybody gets. So that's been my goal for many years now. My website was specifically to implement that goal, and as part of the global effort of this YouTube channel, that's part of that intent as well. Anyway, we have a lot to sort of get to in terms of understanding the overall structure, but also the people that are involved. The healthcare system has a structure that I will define. It's also comprised of a lot of people, and it's the personal qualities that those people represent, that those people act on, that drives those people's behaviors, that determines how well the healthcare system works. And again, those people are in a lot of different entities and a lot of different modes of employment, and there's very strong profit-making incentive, either indirectly or directly, from your healthcare and from your need for healthcare. So let's break it down a little bit. So I'm going to break down the healthcare system overall into 4 separate segments. Each one of those segments comprises many entities, which we'll outline in subsequent videos. In video number 3, we'll talk about the wellness community. Now, the wellness community is basically you and your care. It's in the trenches. It's you and your provider, and it may be many different kinds of healthcare providers that you have working with you. But that relationship is all part of the wellness community, as is the teachers and the students, everybody that's involved in the wellness community, including you. Everybody that's involved in your getting healthcare, and you are, of course, involved in your getting healthcare. If you don't get that you need healthcare, you won't get it, and then there are consequences to that. But the providers that provide you care, they're, again, personal characteristics, personal qualities, determines the kind of care you get. All right, so video number 3 is about the wellness community and everybody that's involved in that. Video number 4 is about the legal community. The legal community takes an indirect profit off of your need for healthcare, and the legal community consists of lawyers that have many different roles. But of course, the legal community also involves the court system. Between the lawyers that sue healthcare providers on behalf of patients for either the profit motive or to actually help that patient, recover damages or get some kind of compensation for the way they've been treated. Those lawyers have many roles, and there's lawyers that protect the providers as well. The court system interprets the laws and develops a basic sense of liability. The legal community as a whole fosters the fear of liability for the healthcare providers. So I think you kind of know what I mean, but we'll go into more detail on that in subsequent videos. Video number 5 talks about the healthcare industry. They make a direct profit from your need for healthcare. Or you could think of it, they make a direct profit from your illness. The healthcare industry impacts the care you seek. So what's available for you this year may be something that's much more that nobody ever heard of last year. And so, we could just think of the COVID vaccinations. Do you seek to be vaccinated? Well, the healthcare industry includes the pharmaceutical industry, which made the vaccines, which, again, some people seek that and some people do not. So, again, lots of controversy around that. But the healthcare industry, its job is to make things available, make MRI machines, make CAT scans, whatever kinds of machinery or products. If they make a product that's a new cosmetic product that's helpful for dentistry, for people to look better, then that's going to drive the demand for that, and people will seek to look better. So the healthcare industry is all tied up in the profit motive, that's for sure. But of course, the hugeness of that industry, speaks volumes to the fact that they have provided many, many, many things that have increased our lifetime, far beyond what it was many, decades ago. All right, and then the video number 6 talks about the regulatory community. So the regulatory community aims to control the way you get healthcare. So it's mostly government officials and organizations. They pass laws, they create regulations, they make an indirect profit. Okay, how do lawmakers make an indirect profit? Well, they pass laws that make manufacturers in their state happy, and then they get money into their coffers, and then they get reelected and so forth. So there's this sort of huge churning kind of process involved. But the regulatory community, whether it's state or federal, has a lot to say. The Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, that was created as a result of government intervention in the way healthcare is provided. So anyway, that's certainly something that's obvious to us now. Okay, so within these 4 segments of the healthcare system, there are 24 entities which I'll define in detail as we go along. 24 entities, all of which are run by people. And of course, the quality of those people determines a lot about how those entities function, how they function together, and how they function for you. Again, don't forget, you're one of those entities. You're one of those people. How you decide to work within the world, how you develop your own personal qualities, determines a lot about how you can get the care that you need as well. And that might ultimately be the largest component. If you as a person combine together with, a few hundred more people just like you, that's going to determine what the healthcare system does, how it operates for the benefit of each individual. Okay, video number 7, basically we address, how do we know it's broken? How do we know the healthcare system needs to be repaired? Video number 8 talks specifically about personal qualities, especially curiosity and determination, because it's with curiosity and determination, and hopefully you are watching this video right now with curiosity, and hopefully it'll fill you with a sense of determination that may be able to drive the healthcare system back to the point where it serves you way better and better as well as it should. Okay, and as we go into further videos later on, we'll have 3 separate videos on specific qualities of people, healthy and unhealthy qualities. We'll have 4 separate videos on what the business of healthcare is all about at the level of the individual providers, because we need to know a little bit about what their life is like, how they're going to earn their living providing healthcare for you. And that knowledge helps you understand from their perspective what might be involved. And then, of course, at the end, we'll have 3 videos talking specifically about how you can develop power, how the public can develop power to affect change in the healthcare system.